Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, welcome back to the planet of Nevarro. Now during the Imperial era, Nevarro was under the control of the Galactic Empire, who were based in a city on the planet. Now during the Imperial expansion, the Empire actually established a military base on Nevarro, and at some point during the Galactic Civil War, the rebel forces actually attacked the Imperial city. However, due to the lack of cover in the surrounding terrain, the rebellion suffered heavy casualties and they retreated, and therefore the planet remained under the Imperial control until the end of the war. Alright my fellow holotable heroes, hope you had a great week and that you're looking forward to the weekend ahead. But before we get started, we have a brand new challenge on planet of Nevarro where we do have to face a squad of scoundrels and we have to use bounty hunters to get all the max rewards. As always, I'll cover the modifiers, the feats for this event, and show you the team and their mods, explain some of the key mechanics that will allow you to get max rewards here. So if you're not interested in those, you can just skip through using YouTube chapters below. As always, this one, there is just one battle you will need with bounty hunters to get all feats done in a single battle. Fun enough, the Scoundrels we're facing there, they're very squishy. It doesn't look like even all their ability are maxed out, I'm not sure. They're very slow, so the challenge for me was to delay battle long enough to get all the feats done, because my bounty hunter will just burn for them too quickly now that most of my bounty hunters are relic up because of, Executor and Galactic Legend requirements. But anyway, let's have a look at the modifiers first. Remnant of Power, so that's the modifier for Nevarro. Essentially what it does is whenever a character will inflict a debuff, they will gain a stack of Imperial Rule buff, and for each of these stacks they get some extra offense and extra potency. Up next we've got the modifier to reload the hunt, so that's the bounty hunting modifier, and essentially it'll make your bounty hunters to begin the battle very tanky. So even at low gear they'll be able to take a few punches, but obviously whenever those stacks of true defense will expire, you will start taking heavier damage. And finally, the Scoundrel modifier, Hedge Beds. I don't know, it's not a great modifier in my opinion. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. They can just kind of dispel buffs from you and steal them from you, so I don't know. It's not a very great modifier I think for Scoundrels. And the team itself, as mentioned before, it's not very good. Looking at the feats, obviously we have to complete the battle, and then we have to apply thermal detonators 40 times and damage over time 30 times. That's why to achieve these you will slightly want to kind of delay the battle there, just that you get enough, especially thermal detonators out. And of course we have to complete the battle with a full team of bounty hunter units. Okay, so moving on, let me show you the team now that I'll be using with the bounty hunters. Now I'm going with Boss Lead. Now initially I did Django in there, however I was just doing too much damage, so Django went out of my team, and in place I put their Gear 8 Greedo just for some extra thermal detonators, and hopefully we can knock out these feats with these guys. So let me show you their mods now from my bounty hunter. So my boss there, he's at 294, but this is more than enough that he will go first. So it looks like the enemy is really slow. And in case you need a reminder from the leadership, for Bosk, it just gives you extra protection, extra defense, extra tenacity, and to get your contract triggered you have to deal damage to the weakest enemy 10 times. And once you get contract, things really go well from there. And Boba here, now Boba is one of the two characters that has damage over times, so on his basic he has a chance to apply damage over time. And on top of that, same goes for his AoE, so he will be probably your main source here of damage over times that you will be applying. And let me show you the mods here, nothing too crazy here needed. 257 speed, it's gonna to be more than enough. Alright, so moving on to the next bounty hunter, Greedo. He's here for one thing only, that is his AoE here, that can apply thermal detonators as well. So you get to use that a couple of times during the battle and it should be good. Obviously Gear 8, I couldn't make him super fast, but 220 versus a slow Scoundrel should still be enough. And then Zem, she's probably your main here source of thermal detonators, because she's got two abilities that can do that. So on this one, with her AoE, she will again apply thermal detonators to everybody. And as well on this her electro goggle specials, whenever you use it, whoever's got thermal detonator on them, they will get another stack of thermal detonator, so you'll be able to kind of double down on those thermal detonators. And on top of all, whenever you use basic, you attack somebody with thermal detonators, then we'll be gaining bonus turn meter, so we'll very quickly be able to go back to back and keep applying more thermal detonators with your Zam. Zam herself, I think she's got quite good base speed, so you know, making her fast is not that much of a challenge. So there you go, she will be at 260 to start off. And then Dengar, he as well can apply damage over times with his Mind Mayhem there, as well as thermal detonators. So he's another there source of thermal detonators and damage over times for your bounty hunters team. And all you gotta do is delay the battle long enough that you can do that. So you know, the feat counter would be helpful so that you know when you achieved it. But anyway, let's hop into battle now, get a taunt up with Bosk, then they get to go, we get to now apply thermal detonators, do an AoE, hopefully go some damage over times applying on them. Here we go, another round of thermal detonators, another round of thermal detonators and damage over times. Now Quill, he's the weakest enemy, so we'll have to go after him. There you go, contract already triggered, so we get to do another AoE, more damage over times, more thermal detonators, again more thermals, so really throwing everything. There you go, more thermal detonators, so really running circles around these guys. So you really have to take it slow, use this goggles ability now to apply more thermal detonators. You really kind of have to take it slow a little bit here, not to win too fast. So there we go, we use basic, get another turn because we proc thermal detonators, get another turn. Oh, there goes IG. Now we can throw out more thermal detonators. My gear aid, their greed won't do much. Let's push back turn meter, use goggles again, more thermal detonators. Here basic with Boba, hopefully we can apply more damage over times. Perfect. Just give me kind of spread the damage around here. See if we can get a stun on Quill. Nope. Wow, basic over there. Alright, here we go. Boom, proccing more thermal detonators. Another turn for Zam, another turn from Zam. Here comes more thermal detonators. So you can see Zam is really here doing all the work when it comes to thermal detonators for you. We don't want to blow anybody here, just kind of use basics with Boba, keep applying damage over times. Now Quill was revived there because Vander Chewie was prepared, which works in our favor because this gives us now more targets to apply more thermal detonators, more damage over times as well. Alright, here we go. I'll just get him out. I think I'm done here with my feats. I have no way of knowing that because, you know, we are still missing the feat counters. Come on CG, make it happen. It'll make Conquest and this Galactic challenge a lot easier. Alright, there goes young Lando. Let's throw more thermal detonators here. Just basic and basic, and that'll do it. And there you go guys, that's how with one team here I was able to complete all the feats. So did damage over time 30 times, applied thermal detonators 40 times as well, and of course completed the battle with a full squad of bounty hunter units. But you know, these don't show on here because in my first run I did jungle lead which does too much damage because I didn't expect these guys to be so squishy. So there you go guys, if you do have relic bounty hunters such as myself, you will have to a little bit throw in some lower gear bounty hunters to lower your damage output, or if you have like gear 11, gear 12 bounty hunters, I think it's still good news, you might still be able to complete this without any issues. Unfortunately, I was not able to use my Mandalorian and gear 8 Mandalorian and gear 8 Grief that I always do with bounty hunters. It's just because they don't apply thermal detonators, they do not apply damage over time, so they wouldn't really be all that useful. At least I was able to use Greedo. When was the last time I used him? I literally don't remember. It was probably way back in the, what was it, the Dark Side Hoth TB, right? We have one bounty hunter mission. That's probably the last time I ever used Greedo, and that was probably like what, 2 years ago, if not more. Alright guys, thank you for watching this quick video. Hope you find it helpful and useful. Let me know in the comments below, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.